I didn't write this down because I wanted to come from the heart, and I don't want to be looking down. It'll only make me cry, and I have done a lot of crying and a lot of screaming and shouting, and no doubt there'll be more of that, but there's other emotions that I think everybody needs to think about with Seán, because, well, from the beginning we were handed a baton. The doctors sort of said, right, you have this big race to run now, and it's not going to be an A to B, nice, smooth tarmac race. This is going to be like to hell and back. And there's going to be mud, and there's going to be hills, and there's going to be obstacles and barbed wire. And they said, look, you know, if you make it to the first year, you're doing really well. If you make it to the third year, it'll be a miracle. And so we started running, and there were obstacles, and there were big, huge high walls, and they looked impossible to climb. And then people came along and they said, here, stand on our shoulders. And we stood up on their shoulders and we made it over. And then we sometimes we fall into a big hole, and instead of people trying to hand down rope, they got down into the hole with us, and they said, we've been there, we know how to get out, we'll stay with you and we'll show you how to do it. And there was so much love and so much support that came from really unusual places. And Seán, to me, just on Tuesday when he passed, it was like he finished a race, and to me that's not something that should be entirely a sad thing. I'm so proud, and Jeff is proud, and so many people have just been in awe of Seán's courage and his strength, and he never gave out, and he just never complained. He just did it. He's like a bumblebee, in that aviation experts and scientists will say that a bumblebee should not be able to fly because it's too fast and it's too heavy and its wings are out of proportion, and the bumblebee doesn't listen to science, and it just big fat does it anyway. And Seán was like that. The scientists and the doctors told Seán that he would be very sick and he would get sicker, and Seán didn't listen, and he just big fat did it anyway. So I think it's important for all of us to leave today not just with sadness, but with this sense of appreciating the little things in life. Blow the bubbles and listen to the music and listen to the birds, and don't stress about the big things. And if something does come along that seems insurpassable, you just do as Seán would do, and you just big fat do it anyway. And that's the energy that I would like Seán to just leave here, because his body, he has to go, but he was in this body that it was restricting him. His spirit is free now, and this is a really good thing. His spirit is with all of us now, and we're going to carry it, and it's going to continue. So this is not the end of the story. That's all I have to say.
Well done.